Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm back with part 2 of this reading. So, if you go and watch the first part of the energy reading, it was all about the divine counterparts having this sense of anxiety because there has been some situations that have arisen that have pushed both to the edge to become more vulnerable in this love and more open to the sacral chakra, which is all about intimacy, vulnerability, romance, feeling connected to your kind of tender, intimate sexual energy, really, and being able to really sit in that and expose your vulnerability. So we're being pushed to the edge to do that. So this was all on their side, and then on our side, what it was in our heads was like, we know that we've got to go through this because we're going through an expansion of the cosmic heart, and therefore it's very much about ensuring that your mind is calm and on this journey of love and in harmony. Because at the heart of this is this sense of storminess because of a situation that has arisen. It's a tower moment that's brought you, you know, whatever has happened in your dynamic, it's created this sense of heartache inside. But that's happened to expand your heart, and to basically every time you break your heart a little bit, it opens up more. And as long as you keep that doorway open, it always expands. That's the whole purpose of the journey. And so what we were wanting then, and I was just doing this at the end of the video, was the guidance for us is the soulmate card, and the guidance for the divine counterparts was coming to the edge. And so if you look here as well, the union energies from the middle was the doorway to spirit is open, so the wings of freedom basically is to follow the spirit. And for us it was this caring connection, which is again mirroring around the intimacy, but also there is a mirror here between the numbering 14 and 41. And so 14 and 41 is again 5. So there are 3 5s, 5 5 5. And 555 is all about change. There are actually 4 5s in this reading. So it is moving through these energies of frustration, of being basically not wanting to be vulnerable. So it's about the fear of being vulnerable to really expose your heart. And that's what we're moving through. Those are the energies that are shifting through at the moment. So the soulmate connection, if you look here as well, there is a higher power that is looking over these penguins. And if you look in the penguins, both of these cards have rose petals that are falling out. The rose is the flower of divinity. And this is the penguins have a key. And you hold, as a twin flame, you hold the sacred key for each other. If you look here, there is a little heart and there is a keyhole in that heart. So it is knowing that no matter what is happening in your 3D, it's happened for a reason, because you are both giving each other a leg up. Your souls are lifting each other up in this connection. And therefore, it is about letting the energy go, letting this, the storminess of the heart that's been happening. And the reason why that's happening is because in the divine counterpart's head, there is this anxiety, there's this worry, there's this, you know, wanting basically the storminess between you both to go, right? And so the soulmate is, which is, again, so lovely, which is why when I was doing this reading this morning, I thought I'm going to share it, because I know that I've been going through a really tricky few weeks with my twin. And so when I did this, I was like, oh, it makes so much sense what's going on. So harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. You are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you'll be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. And consider love in the deepest sense, a love that is so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. Right? So everything about the heartbreaking, to open up to more love, to feel this bit that you're being taken to the edge, to come more and more into this soulmate connection. So basically, I'm just going to read that again. So consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you'll be finally claim who you are meant to be. And it is on page 155. So you are in the presence of a soulmate who is coming to guide you home to be the real you. So the crowning energy of the read is all about taking action. This is the white horse, and the horse, basically wild horses would not drag me away from you. And so that song is Wild Horses, is by the Rolling Stones. And so this white horse is the spirit. This is your souls charging towards each other, and the physical body is just catching up behind. The central energies then are, again, this doorway to spirit is open, and this beautiful Canarian connection. The grounding energy is the journey of the soul, the journey to reunion, the journey to follow the light. Right? And that is because this is a soulmate connection, and whatever has been happening to you, which has, created that sense of unease inside, that sense of heartache inside, which has caused anxiety, anxiety in their headspace, heartache in your headspace. The reason why is because it's been brought by the universe to make you come to the edge, to make you more vulnerable, more exposed to this love, to clear the energies that aren't love, right? That's the whole purpose of this journey, to clear all energies that are not love. And so the overall guidance for the union is you are giving each other a leg up, which I just love, because it's also number 34, which is 7, which is the soul. So it's the journey of the soul path together. So you've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align you, to give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen, and now is such that time. Relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others just as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you, just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. So there you go. Ask and it is being given. It's being, this gift is being given to make you be more vulnerable, to push you to open your heart more, and to always remember that you're doing it together as a soul-to-soul connection, no matter what it looks like in the physical. So the overall message from the Starman Tarot deck, which is influenced by David Bowie, is, and the question that I asked is, what is the overall, basically, what's the outcome of this energy that's being, in these situations that have happened? And the outcome, reason why it's happened, is the Six of Swords. Because the Six of Swords is about sailing away from mental strife and sailing into calmer waters, sailing into harmony and peace. And so that's why, again, this has happened, because those energies of fear, abandonment, loss, frustration, all of those energies that have been basically created. This has happened for a reason. So, the Six of Swords is saying, I adventure into the great unknown. So much of our lives are spent trying to avoid change, because to move away from what is familiar involves risk and even danger. Yet remaining where we are is not easy either. As philosopher Joseph Campbell wrote, we must let go of the life we have planned, so as to accept the one that is waiting for us. The Six of Swords indicates it's time to venture across the unknown sea. Something is awaiting your arrival. The card depicts an Indian brave sailing his kayak on the great river of life. The water is golden with possibility. He has left his home because a journey has called him. He is willing to face potential dangers in the search for meaning and for answers. He balances precariously, perched at the mouth of a waterfall, connecting to the vision before him of a spirit guide, which breathes new life into his being. Shards of glowing rock appear to his right. Angelic patterning hovers above him, messengers from a new land. Inertia, a tendency to do nothing or to remain unchanged, often sits at the helm of any changes we want to make in our lives. It's hardwired biology trying to protect us from that risk. Another ally of inertia is the false impression we need to feel good or positive about a change in order to move ahead. In fact, very often we are pushed by the sheer force of life circumstance. Many of the greatest works of art and literature have been sparked by the fire of turmoil or birthed from the dark womb of sadness. So exactly the 555 of this reading is all about that conflict has come up because it's pushed you, right? And that didn't feel comfortable. I know in my case it didn't feel comfortable. I did feel heartbroken. I did feel all of those things, but this reading just explains exactly why that had to happen. And so again, it's about elevating from a higher position to see the bigger picture, to elevate out of the 3D nonsense into the higher spiritual purpose and soul purpose of why those energies and those situations had to come up. So this just explains everything. So we're basically, again, being pushed to clear energies. So as I worked on several Starman tarot cards, I felt nothing short of dreadful existential sadness, feeling completely artistically blocked and even physically ill. And yet, those cards are among the most innovative and profound for me. They turned out to be powerful transition points, propelling me to more vivid, creative territories. They helped me to go deeper and ask richer questions. So, this whole purpose of what's been happening with the energies recently is to push you into a transition phase, to push you out of the familiar, to move you forward. But the most important thing is to be able to forgive the past, to forgive all the situations, and to realise that it is all about gaining more and more self-knowledge, self-awareness, and to realise that you are giving each other the leg up, to rise up in your spiritual essence of who you are. And the other thing is about the card below that is the milk and honey. And it is number 51, which is 6. 6 is harmony, peace, and love. And so you are the milk and honey and the rainbow, and there is this higher power looking after all of this. So trust that, whatever of that storminess that's come up for you recently, then just trust that you're not on your own. We are all going through it, and we are all going through a big cosmic heart expansion. And in order to expand the cosmic heart, we have to be faced with situations that bring up energies that we need to let go of. And that is the nature of this journey. So I hope that helps. If you want to have a reading like this for yourself, please do. All details are in the link. Okay, take care. Bye.